Hello, my name is Gurnur Singh, and this is my video submission for sit232 task 3.1p, that is arrays and list. And within this whole program, since there's just one file to submit, I have commented out most of the code, and I will just remove the comments and explain all the programs and run the last program, which was the most difficult one, in my opinion, in debug mode. So let's start with it. Task one was basically creating a basic array system. So that's how it is. Just declare the array and then put the individual values in. Just make sure that, yeah. If I just run this one, it basically shows the output at index 0. So yeah, that's the first task. Just comment this one. Task two is iterating. So basically just, here in this case, we can use a for loop to get the inputs in the array rather than just declaring the individual values of the index. And that's what we did in task two. And declare the array, for loop, conditions within. Which is this here. Yeah. If I run this, so it displays the whole index and whatever the array stores. So that was task two. Let's move forward towards task three. This is basically declaring an array that is student marks. And in this one, I just had to calculate basically whatever the total marks of student was and the average as well. Yeah, consists of 10 marks and the average marks is 84. So yeah, this was task three. It's task four. Okay, so this one's a bit longer one because in this one I have to take inputs from the user as student names, and then this can take time. Name of students, yeah, and basically output those names. It's taking its time to process. So yeah, please enter name of student month. Let's say J, student two, Carla, student three, Jenny, Roma, then you have all, then Romy, and yeah. So that's the task four. And after this one, actually, I'm just going to move to the last task, which is the most complex one, because the video submission can be too long if I just hover over each one. So after this, I will just run the task 10 in debug mode and explain how it works. Towards task 10. So this task basically involved getting an array. Basically, a test case of array was given in the question. And what I had to do was take out the odd inputs from the array and convert and display them basically by converting them into a one-dimensional array from a two-dimensional array. So just this comments from. Okay, for the so this is the test array that was given, and within this one, you can see that I have used a method here that is array conversion method, and it's being called here. And you can see basically I created a new list to store the odd values in, got the count of the rows and the columns that was given, and then used nested for loops basically to check out what's the odd values, and then return those odd values back into the output by using a print function as well. I'll just show that as well. So yeah. So what I will do is actually now place my debug pointers, that is breakpoints. So yeah, 15, 10, over here. Let's just so yeah, if I run it through a breakpoint, you can see we have four variables here. The first one is the array that was declared down here that is being tested. And within the array, sorry, yeah, within the array, so we can see that there are basically four rows and then six columns. And the count variable is basically zero here for the odd values, basically the new array that we made for that is one dimensional to store the odd values. And then rows and columns, they are both zero because we haven't used those functions properly. The values will change after the breakpoints are hit within the code, as the loop's going to count the rows and columns within the test array. So yeah, the rows, they are four. We can see the value of rows change here. And then let's move towards columns. We see six columns, right? And this is basically count of each iteration within the test array now. The I basically refers to a single row, J refers to a single column. And we'll just move, if we look at a code, there's no output still here. Let's just continue. And we can see that it's basically testing out here this condition that if is it's going to be a odd value, it's going to get added into the odd values array. And still no output. Let's continue. The values keep changing for the variables. Still no output. Continue. Okay. And move forward here. And so basically it scan. There's a sort of an incomplete value here because it hasn't taken the whole test array into the count still. Let's see. As you can see, I'm here iterating the loop myself, I guess, because I placed the breakpoint and once, yeah, this one, this one, if I continue the program, yeah, you can see the output here. So actually I have placed the wrong breakpoint because, and that's why the loop wasn't iterating itself. I had to do it myself because of the breakpoint. But you can see that within how the values of the variables change as the loop move forward. And this is and it just printed the whole positive values from the test array into a one-dimensional array that we can see here. So yeah, this is the video submission here. And yeah, thank you.